Today is May 6th. We've moved into this house. April 17th was the close of escrow. We moved in 2 days later, and we started finding problems with the house right away. So right here we have two docs sent over via email. One is the home inspection done on February 4th, approximately 6 weeks before we put in the offer on the home. And the other is a list of improvements sent over from the seller's realtor on 3/19, approximately 2 days after we put in our first offer on the home. We're going to go through this Brick Kicker home inspection and go through a couple of highlighted items here. One is this. It says a drop-off was noted at the back steps. Recommend a railing for safety. That's what Brick Kicker put down in the notes here. The homeowner then put in her own notes here. She said this is all fixed with new boards and new joists underneath. Go over here. And the obviously the railing on this was not done. There are some new boards here. This is a new board. This one is not. This is a new board. If we look underneath, we'll see old wood and old joists. Old supports. Over there, it's rotted. These are not new, as she states. This wood here shows evidence of mildew or some other form of fungus that was painted over. Same with most of the wood here if it wasn't brand new. This is a new piece. This is old. You can see it was just painted over the old. Next, we have several of the deck boards have experienced water intrusion and others are loose. Recommend correction. It says right here, all new boards were added here and joists underneath replaced. All new hinges were added to level the deck. This area is actually right here. So when we look at this, it is physically this part. So all new boards. So we do have new boards added. New joists underneath replaced. That is definitely not the case. We have here, I pulled up a board just so we can easily see. This here, new wood, should not do this. This is all rotted wood. This is in an area that's extremely difficult to access due to the low deck height and the nature of this deck entering from over there. If we crawl underneath this deck, which we will, we'll see far more like this. Basically, what we have here is new wood covering up rotted wood that is in need of replacement. In fact, this will likely fail and the deck will fall in. Next on this list, this was some railing. It says loose. Bolsters noted at front railing. Gap at the bottom is too large. Should be no more than 4.5 inches for child safety. She noted that right there it says fixed. Yeah, this is the front railing here. And of course, she did tighten up these, or have these tightened here, but this is far more than 4.5 inches. That was not fixed. Over here, we actually have another safety concern. This board here, it's interesting. This 4x4 here is brand new. This is old. It wasn't the right length, and they didn't bother to replace it to likely save money on wood. This is an old piece of wood. This is new. A lot of this is a bunch of new faced wood mixed in with old rotted wood that's been painted to hide everything. The here, number 9, it says the front deck handrail is loose. Recommend correction for safety. That is all new, but in her notes, all new 4x4 added, ground, and fixed. So we'll go underneath the deck and see what we're looking at here. Okay, we are entering underneath the deck. We're underneath the spa area right now. I want to point out these notes. This is once again the seller's list of improvements emailed to us from the seller's agent on March 19th. Excuse me. The highlighted item here says on the outside, it says completely rebuilt front deck, back and upstairs are painted. So we can look here. We see that we have some new 4x4s, pressure treated wood, non-pressure treated 4x4, supporting old rotted wood. And this is old wood here underneath the spa. It has not been replaced. This is not all new decking. In fact, we'll go over here and we'll see we have some structural supports added. We have old mixed with new. Over here, that's incorrect in the way that this was braced. So we have brace added here. This large 4x8 here was added to support against the house. This is clearly wood in very bad shape here underneath it. This is another one. This here 4x4 used to hold this up is not straight. In fact, it's incorrectly done over there as well. You can see these are crooked. You can also see the electrical panel for one of the air conditioning units is completely covered and inaccessible by this support beam. We have a nice piece of new painted wood here. It is simply nailed to an old piece of wood. Likely it was too damaged to put in this grate here. Every bit of this deck is actually new, placed on top of old rotted pieces with new coverings to make it look like the deck was replaced. And in fact, here's a great example. We have new next to old, and this is again a nicely worn piece. This is not a new deck, as she has stated several times over, that this is all new decking. We're going to go out to the back deck and check that out as well. I can get over here a little bit more. This is where it gets tight. Over here is where I pulled off one of the boards, and we can see way off in the distance rotted wood that I picked at earlier. Again, none of this has been replaced. It's just been the top boards to make it look like the deck is new. Okay, here's the initial home inspection again on February 4th, 2015. Here we'll say a section of deck structure is loose, undersized material used to support deck, safety concern. That was just where we were. It says right here, the seller's notes. Entire deck was rebuilt, with new supports and reinforcements added. The entire joist had to be removed and replaced, as well as the connecting hinges. I don't know what she means by hinges. Probably these metal brackets. None of that was actually done. There was some new 4x4s put in and some new structures here, but it's not an entire deck was rebuilt. This is not a rebuilt deck. This is a faced deck. We'll go to the back and see some more. So here we are coming up to the back deck. This deck is actually severely rotted and sagging. It's probably difficult to see in the video, but the gap here to this board is significant, about 3-4 inches here. All of this is old rotted lumber. This entire deck was just simply painted to look new, like the new boards down there. And then she stated again in here, completely rebuilt deck, front, back, and upstairs and painted. So this would be the upstairs. The completely rebuilt front and back deck, as we've already seen, is not completely rebuilt. The back deck and the front deck have some new supports with new top lumber, some new top lumber, some old, and then freshly painted to make it look new. The back here was simply painted. There is no new lumber back here. Oh, at all. Most of it is beyond repair. Oops, gotta watch my step there.